Hey guys, how's it going? Tyler from Tyler's Cichlid Collection. You know me, you know this. So I had a question a while back that I never got a chance to answer to. I'm just now getting enough time to go do all these things. And a fellow from India asked me, how did I get started into the fish hobby and how did I get so good at flower horns? Well, to be honest, let's see. Gosh, it would have had to have been, I'd say like 2-3 years ago. I got into the fish hobby. It's weird because my girlfriend Linda, she actually got me into it, and we were living together, and I mean we still are. And she went to a garage sale, and she got a fish tank. She was just like texting me, oh Tyler, I found a fish tank at a garage sale, can I get it, can I get it, can I get it? And I'm like, nah, it's your funeral. I don't know if our landlords will like it too much. And then, so she ended up buying it and stuff. We were able to sneak it past. They didn't mind it. And so we're setting this thing up. We don't know what to do. You know, it came with a filter, it came with a light. I think it was a standard, just, you know, thing that you could get at Walmart, the little kit thing. We set it up. We had no idea what we were doing. You know, we didn't know what filter media was. We didn't know what substrate was, you know, all that stuff. We were pretty stupid back then about that stuff. I mean, just a couple of kids just graduating from high school and stuff like that. And one thing led to another, and we got a fish tank. We built it. You know, we cycled it for a couple days. We tried understanding the system of cycling and, you know, getting fish ready to, you know, be put into a tank and stuff. And so we went to our local Petco, and this lady, she was looking at us with dread. You know, she was helping us out, and we're just looking at fish like, ooh, you like that one? Oh, I like that one. Oh, I don't like that one. So, you know, we called everything ugly, and then we saw the African cichlids, and that's how it all started. We got African cichlids. We bought 4 of them. The tank size was 30, or no, it was 29, and oh my gosh, it was hell for the first couple of days. We finally put them in and stuff like that, and then we were all excited. We got a bunch of rocks that we put at the bottom, just, you know, common cheapy looking rocks that you can get from PetSmart, Petco, whatever. We had no idea what filter media was again, so we just we tried following the instruction sheet. You know, put the filter pad here, call it good. We had a small freaking, you know, was it like 75 watt heater, and that was barely enough to heat the 30 or 29, whatever. And we had no lids. We just had a light that just, there was no protective lighting or anything. The light bulb was just right there, right next to the water. I'm like kind of questioning, is this safe? Or is anything we're doing safe? And, you know, a lot of our fish developed ick and stuff like that. A couple of them died. And then we just kind of, we smartened up. We went to a local professional fish store. You know, no offense to the, you know, bigger fish stores, but they don't, their employees, some employees don't understand how fish work. And, you know, it was a long learning process, but eventually you'll learn. So, you know, don't be ashamed to try new things, you know. Like, I have never messed around with salt water. And if I ever do, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to learn from my mistakes. I'm sure I'm going to have many mistakes, but at least I'm learning about it. You know, and that's the whole point of all this, is to learn about a species, to learn about a specimen. And then after a year later, we got into, you know, carnivores and all the bigger, scarier fish. We had this 60-gallon tall. It had 2 Oscars in it, a flower horn, a female flower horn. Let's see what else. A couple of plecos, all that stuff. It was scary. It was terrifying. Filtration was barely enough for them. You know, none of our bigger carnivores died. Oh, we had a Doveye cichlid, wolf cichlid. Man, I remember that thing. That thing was cool. You know, we had a bunch of, this is back when we didn't know anything. You know, we were just barely 8 months into the hobby, and gosh, looking back at it, it was cringy. Like, we were cringy. And then we got a 55 gallon. We took all our African cichlids out of the 29th room in there. And then we ended up buying, shoot, I'd like to say like 30 cichlids in one go, plus the cichlids we already had. And that 55 gallons packed with, you know, small to medium-sized cichlids and African cichlids, and you know, it looked pretty cool for a while and stuff, and then they eventually grew too big. We threw them in the 60, we got rid of all our carnivores, you know, and then we got a 125, tossed them all in there because they were getting too big, you know. So that's how I started in the hobby. I didn't know very much, but we still learned a lot, and you know, it was definitely a good experience to have, because we smartened up pretty quick after a year. I mean, it's going to take a bunch of tries to learn from your mistakes, but eventually you'll get it. And like right now, I mean, shoot, I bred flowerhorn, I bred African cichlids, you know. Do your research. I did mine, and it all worked out pretty well, you know. So we've learned a lot over the years, and now here I am. We got rid of all our fish when we were out in Washington, and sold them all for a really good price. Made the most of that money went to what we're doing out here for me to go to college and finish up my degree, and you know, go into my master's program and all that good stuff. So it's pretty cool. A lot of interesting stuff. So I want to give you guys an update too. I will be releasing a video here pretty soon of a special thing I want to do with you guys as subscribers and viewers. But yeah, thank you guys for the 900 views, and I believe we are at 20 subscribers right now. If we can get that up, I sure would appreciate it. But before I sign out of this video, I want you guys to comment down below. How did you start? What kind of fish tanks did you start out with? You know, was there stuff you didn't know or stuff you wish you knew? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright guys, so this is Tyler signing out, and I'll see you in the next video. Watch out for the next video, because the next video is going to be a big one. Okay? Alright guys, take it easy, and I'll see you next time. Tyler signing out.